We have all felt the anxiety of walking into a high-stakes room, feeling completely unqualified to be there. And when we express that fear, the advice we almost always receive is to simply fake it till you make it. The problem is adopting a fake persona requires a massive amount of cognitive energy. When you pretend to be a highly confident version of yourself, your brain has to constantly monitor your own behavior, actively managing a performance instead of focusing on the task in front of you. This creates a psychological trap. If you do manage to succeed while wearing that mask, the victory feels hollow. Your brain attributes the win to the character you were playing, leaving you feeling like an even bigger fraud than when you started. Highly competent people often stay paralyzed on the sidelines, waiting for a genuine internal feeling of readiness that never arrives. This is the confidence gap. A striking internal study from Hewlett-Packard visualizes this exact paralysis. It reveals women typically wait until they meet 100% of a job's qualifications before applying for a promotion. Men, however, tend to apply when meeting just 60% of those same requirements. Waiting to feel perfectly ready, or trying to bridge the gap by pretending to be someone else, keeps the most capable people completely hidden from the world. Humans are not permanently assigned fixed traits like shy or anxious. We simply give the reserved versions of ourselves the most stage time. We practice those behaviors until they become our default. When we try to break that default and build confidence, our instinct is to try and change how we feel. But human emotion is an incredibly difficult biological variable to control on command. Instead, communication experts like Vin Jiang suggest manipulating what is actually within our immediate control, our physical actions. Specifically, how much physical space we take up with our posture, and how we project the melody and volume of our voice. By claiming space and projecting your voice, you send objective sensory data up the spinal cord. Your brain evaluates these physical signals, it registers the posture, concludes you are secure, and only then releases the internal feeling of confidence. You are not faking an identity. You are using conscious, physical action as a biological lever to trigger a genuine emotional response. That biological lever is an effective way to get through a single high-pressure meeting, but an adrenaline hack is not enough to build a permanent, unshakable belief in your own abilities. To understand how permanent confidence is formed, we have to look to psychologist Albert Bandura and his foundational concept of self-efficacy. This diagram from Bandura's 1977 paper outlines how we acquire personal mastery. He highlights performance accomplishments as the most influential way to build belief in yourself. While feedback and observation help, the most durable expectations come from actual, successful execution. The barrier to logging those accomplishments is our instinct to avoid fear. To gain mastery, you have to stop retreating from the situations that make you anxious. This graph illustrates a clinical process known as progressive desensitization. As you continually step into uncomfortable environments, like speaking up in a meeting or applying for a stretch job, the data shows your anxiety levels reliably drop with each new exposure. By combining that initial physical hack to get your body moving, and the clinical practice of progressive desensitization to build real-world mastery, anyone can permanently close their own confidence gap. Confidence functions like a muscle, strengthened through physical action and repeated mastery. Instead of trying to hide your natural tendencies behind a mask, reframe them. If you are a natural overthinker, you are an exceptional risk mitigator. If you are a quiet evaluator, you have the capacity to be an incredibly empathetic leader. The world does not need another person playing a loud, fake character. Expand your natural range. Use your physical behavior to take up space. Build your self-efficacy through action, and stop faking it till you make it. Just make it as yourself.